Friday morning, got the dump trailer on. Joe's bringing his digger up to help load. John's got our digger here. Andrew's borrowing Nick's dump trailer. Chris is here with his Quadtrac, and I think Bill's helping with his dump trailer. So we're going to cart some stone back here, and then when we've got enough, which will probably be next week, we're then going to cart to Joe's. John's there with the digger ready and the rollers ready. So we'll see how we get on with this area here. Stoning it up. Forgot to film it, but I took the first load in the gateway. John's knocked it level now. Andrew and Chris probably won't be so far behind me. My second load, and the others have all brought one, so starting to fill up a bit. And what have I done now? 4 loads maybe? And the others have done 3, so that's 4, 6, 10 loads now. Just gonna need a lot in it. Not done much. John's been pounding it with the roller. Let's see how much it's compacted it. And then I'm driving on it, it's not even really needing much of the mark. Got it that tight. Starting to take shape now. Maybe nearly halfway across, maybe. Perhaps, not sure. Tom's got the vibrator on. You can actually feel it in the tractor. Just jumped off to admire the beauty of what we've done today. Obviously we started by the gate over there, then we're now back over here. John's been pounding it with the roller as well. And it's going down really nice. It's perfect weather for it. I think I've moved 12 load now and used 95 litres of diesel, which I think is brilliant considering it's now 4 o'clock and I've been driving that since 8:30 this morning and I only used 95 litres. But yeah, got a bit more to go to get to the end, but we're probably a good 3/4 of the way across into filling it up, but to cover it all. But we obviously need to make it flat as well, so we're just putting a layer in now so if it rains it doesn't make a mess, and we can then put it in layers and just roll it in while we've got the big roller here from Ashbrook Hire. All your plant hire needs. It looks good. It's an absolute monster, that roller. John's brought it in the yard. It's rained, which has kind of stopped play for the day. So we don't want to make a mess of the road, and also we don't want to put this down in the wet. But it is 6 o'clock now. Not the most interesting of videos today because I have just been sat on a tractor going backwards and forwards with stone, and every journey's pretty much the same. But we've stoned up. This is a bit of finishing off to do. We just put a roadway in for now, but obviously we've got to tidy the edges and go a bit further that way, and eventually that'll go that way as well. And then the shed will sit here, go back there, but you can't really see on the camera, it drops off. So we've put it in sort of like relatively level, but where it drops off we've got to build it up. So rather than end up sort of only getting to here and running out of stone and then having a wet hole, John's just put it in a fine layer to cover it all. He didn't roll that last bit because it started to rain. They want it picking up on the roller, but a few more load in there then and we'll be at the edge. We might have to go a little bit more that way. We're going to measure properly with a tape tomorrow. We have had to dig a little bit of barley up, but it looked a bit sick anyway. I've started to go a bit more greener now. Yeah, a few more load in that, get that in, and then, well, you can see it's kind of like relatively flat and then it tips off. So This will have to be picked up a bit, probably about a foot or two. But we've done well today, really, with what we've moved. And then, what's that? A hook. Yeah, it's good. We've been using Joe's digger at one end to load it, and our digger here flattening it out and rolling it in. And then Bill and Joe have been carting some stone to theirs as well for the shed project. But yeah, it's a nice area now. Only two on today's birthday bumper, so I'll do it quick. Richard Carver, happy birthday. And Seth Green, happy birthday. £113,331 raised. For the northwest Air Ambulance, it's so dark. I suppose it's because, in fact, it's gone cloudy because it's rained. The solar panels over them skylights, and them ones have got quite mossy. What I probably should have done was, when he was cleaning the solar panels, see if his brush would have brushed them. Or are they completely knackered and we'll have to put new ones in. What was I going to say? Something there. Oh yeah, Farm Fest. No, before that, now we've had a shower rain and it's nice and damp. In the morning, John's going to get the pre-emergence on the maize, like 130, 140 acres of maize in. So he's going to sort that in the morning. It's just been so dry, it wouldn't have been very effective. So now we've had a shower rain, it sort of seals the surface a bit, should work better. Yeah, Farm Fest is in something like 3 weeks' time now, is it? 22nd of May starts. If you've not got your tickets, get them now, because certain days are pretty much sold out, I think, now. But there's a link below. I know the camping, there's very little spaces left for that. Got a lot to do to get stuff ready for that. Got to finish all the field work, get all the machines washed off and physically get them down there. Got another meeting next week with them about that. I think it's actually the Farmer's Dog as well, which is Jeremy's pub. So yeah, look at all the bubbles on the yard. You see them? See the bubbles? It's weird, isn't it? It's not rained for a while. And when I drove back on the last load of stone I got, all the roads were bubbling and foaming. So I don't know whether it's people's screen wash is the only thing that lands on the road for a while, and then when it rains it doesn't, or is it something to do with people's tyres? I don't know, but yeah, the roads were all frothing. But we're getting a nice downpour now, which is exactly what all the corn needs. This is what we needed last year. This last year in April would have meant that we would have lost a lot of money. Anyway, I'll show you what's going on with this. So it looks completely Mad Max at the moment, because the bonnet is over there on a pallet, no, on top of an IBC. It's huge. In fact, this is how big the bonnet is. Yeah. You could live in it, and I'm not joking. It's bigger than some tents and even some motorhomes or camper vans. It's huge. But anyway, that's the bonnet. Oh, ow, bang it back. Needs a better door if you are going to go camping in it. But I'll show you the engine. Yeah, if I climb up, which is easy now, it's on new tracks. Look at that absolute beast. So it's a Fiat powertrain, which is FPT. Huge turbo. That's the wastegate, so if you want to make it boost harder, you wind that, and that opens and closes a flap in there, so when the boost pressure builds up, pushes the plunger, opens it, dumps the exhaust gases out faster, so the turbo doesn't push too hard. But yeah, that's the turbo there. Big exhaust, and then now they'll just have a pipe going straight out with you in America, because they've got rid of all the AdBlue rubbish. But this has obviously got all the AdBlue rubbish on it, and the filters and the DPF. That's the engine. Then the big gap, all the air cleaners sat on top of that. And then really I've climbed up the wrong side, so let me just climb back down without falling over. Or can I go around the front? Go around the front. That's the frame that holds the airboxes, which in itself pretty much needs a forklift to lift because it's quite heavy. There's the airboxes, two of them. Two big air cleaners next to the welly, the Farm Fest welly. Did a few more of them making actually. And then this side. So you have the fuel pump on there where that cardboard's been bolted on to stop stuff going in. That builds up the pressure, pumps diesel into what's called the rail along the top. Then the injectors open up Anyway, according to online, injectors can wear over time, so we think it's probably one of them and the pump scan. And with it done 5,500 hours, that might be the case, but who knows. So underneath here, the rocker cover, sits the 6 injectors. Well, they've actually been took away for testing, and so is that. And if we need to refurb them, they can do. If not, Cramp actually sell them. But when we know what's wrong, whether it was them or them, we can get it sorted and put back together. But if you look at it, can you see the bonnet line there behind that black stripe? All the air filters are under there, and the bonnet came across here like that. But if you take it all off, and you just let me climb down on them. Yeah, if you take all the bonnet off, there's the cooling pack. The engine's not that big really, is it? You know, it kind of looks a little bit more like a Steiger again, doesn't it? Like if you didn't need to keep that engine cool, it could be so narrow, because the engine's like, I don't know, 18 inches in either side. So the engine's 3 foot narrower than the radiators nearly. And then of course the back end of the tractor, you've got a gearbox in here somewhere, under there. Well then that's diesel tank. Well, they are so simple really. But yeah, it's a bit poorly, but hopefully next week we'll have the bits and we'll get it back together, and it'll be back to fighting fit, ready to get to Farm Fest. Anyway, that is it for today. Hope you've enjoyed it. If you made it this far, click like. Don't forget, link below, the tickets. Use the code Olly for a discount and a t-shirt and an exclusive VIP area for viewing the Tractorama arena. But yeah, thanks for watching. See you tomorrow. Bye for now.